What's going on, everybody? And I hope you're enjoying your Sunday morning so far. This is MYG Jeffy T85, and I'm going to talk about, real quickly, I'm going to talk about it, the pitch clock. And what do I think about the pitch clock? How do I think the pitch clock looks so far? Do I think the pitch clock is good for baseball? And what do I think the outlook for the baseball pitch clock is going to be? Obviously concerning my baseball team. So, Max Scherzer got his first look at the MLB Pitch Clock a couple of days ago on Friday. In my opinion, the pitch clock works. In my opinion, I think that the pitch clock is a good thing for Major League Baseball for multiple reasons. One reason to me is because it speeds up the game. A lot of people complain about how the fact this game is too long. It goes on too long. It's a 3.5, sometimes 4+ hour game. Turns off some of the younger fans, especially with how everything is nowadays. People want stuff to happen in the now. Give you something exciting to watch. Give you something to, keep you engaged in the game. Because baseball has some times where it feels like the game goes on too long. It's slow. It's a game that pretty much, it feels like that the game takes too long. And you want something to get you more excited and get you more engaged as you go forward. Keep you more invested as the period goes on. That's the thing, at least with this pitch clock. The fact that it gives you at least a certain amount of time, about 24 seconds, maybe less than that, to get your pitches out there, speeds up the game, and at least gives you a little bit more time. It's not going to have these pitchers, time to just sit there and think. And that's the positive too. And I think it's going to help somebody it probably is going to help somebody like Edwin Diaz. It's already helped him already. When you don't have to sit there and think about too much what kind of pitch you're going to pitch, what kind of moves you're going to make, you just go out there and you pitch the ball. That's what makes it more effective. Is you just go out there and pitch the ball. You don't have to think. You don't have to say anything. You just go out there, throw the ball without any reckless abandonment, and do the best thing for you going forward. I do. I think that the pitch clock is the best thing for baseball. And I understand traditionalists that love the game of baseball, and they say that, why are you changing something? Why do you have to change the game? It's good the way it is. I get that. I understand completely why some people would have reservations about changing the game. Because some people think it's not needed to change the game of baseball. Some people just think that the game of baseball is good the way it is. And that's perfectly fine. In some ways, you're not wrong. But at the same time, right now, baseball is looking to try to see if they can attract and bring in the younger fans. They want to try to get the next generation of baseball fans invested into the product. And right now, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of younger fans that are interested in the game of baseball compared to where it should be. Compared to what we have, with the fans we have at the moment. There's a lot more older fans invested to the game rather than younger fans. Because they want something more exciting, something more action-packed, something that's going to grip the viewer as you go forward. And unfortunately, I hate to say that, that's not what we have in this realm of Major League Baseball. You just don't have that. You have more of I don't want to say a slow-moving, unexciting realm of baseball. Because baseball is exciting no matter how much you spin it. But I think that the game could use a little bit more of an upgrade to get people excited. And the fact that now you have this pitch clock included into the game of baseball, what it's going to do is it's going to speed the game up, get you to a resolution faster, and it's going to just make things a lot easier to cope and deal with as you go forward. And I don't mind that at all. I don't. Because I love the game of baseball. I'm not really a traditionalist when it comes to the game of baseball. I've been following the game since I was little. And yeah, I have to admit, sometimes baseball games are very slow, very hard to engage with, very hard to get into. I get that. That is true. But I don't want to see the game just completely changed where I don't even recognize it anymore. But I do think that this pitch clock does have its advantages moving forward. I do. I do believe that the pitch clock does have its advantages. It does have its disadvantages too, because what happens if, God forbid, you're playing in a baseball game and the pitch clock goes down to 0 and it ends up costing a team a baseball game? I get that. I completely understand why people would be a little bit reserved when it comes to this. But you have to give the pitch clock and this whole situation time to really marinate and put itself out there. You have to let the pitch clock, be utilized in the correct manner. And I think if it is done in the right way, this thing could actually be something that's very beneficial to the game of baseball moving forward and can help get the next generation of fans invested in the product more, because it won't be too long and it won't drag out. Now, obviously, if it affects my team, sure. Will I be happy about it? No. Will I want to see something change? Absolutely. But at the same time, I'm going to be willing to be patient enough to allow the pitch clock and this whole situation to play itself out over the time and period. That's what you have to do as a fan. You have to allow the pitch clock to be able to play itself out and see the benefits it can have for the game of baseball moving forward. And the drawbacks, because there's going to be both. There's going to be benefits and there's going to be drawbacks. You just have to weigh your options on how you truly feel about it, and if it's going to continue to be able to be if it's going to cost teams games and be a problem moving forward, then yeah, baseball will have to do something about it to change this whole situation. But right now, I do believe that the pitch clock is a benefit to the game of baseball and not a hindrance. But that's really everybody's own opinion, how they feel in the situation. I do believe in the end the pitch clock will be a benefit to the whole Major League Baseball going forward. I think it's going to speed the game up, give pitchers less time to think about, what's going on the mound. It's going to give hitters a chance to just get on the mound or get on the batter's box immediately and just go and try to be able to see if they can knock the ball out of the park. Less time to think. Quicker time, just go out there and hit the ball. Speed the game up. I mean, there's a lot more benefits, in my opinion, to this whole situation than there is drawbacks. But we'll have to wait and see. So, I mean, that's just my honest opinion about the pitch clock, to be real. I think it's going to be a benefit for the long term than it is going to be a drawback. But we'll have to wait and see. Because there's a lot of people that have differing opinions on what the pitch clock is going to do for Major League Baseball going forward. But I do think in the end, this will be a major selling point for the younger generation and the younger fans that are wanting to get into the game. They can't stay up too late to watch baseball because the fact the games go on so long. And now with this pitch clock, it's going to speed the game up. So if you have a game at night, some of these kids could watch the games at night and not have to worry about going to bed early and missing something that could be exciting on the baseball game moving forward. So, what do you guys think in the comment section about the pitch clock? You guys in favor of it? Do you disagree with it? You think it's going to be a benefit for Major League Baseball going forward? You guys let me know in the comment section what you think about the pitch clock for baseball and your honest opinion on what is going to happen with Major League Baseball going forward when it comes to the pitch clock. If you think it's going to help the sport, if you think it's going to hurt the sport, give your honest opinion on the pitch clock. You like, don't like, etc. And what do you think it's going to be its outlook for the Major League Baseball season in 2023 and beyond? I gave my reasons. I want to hear your reasons. I think that the pitch clock is going to be a long-term benefit for baseball going forward. You guys give yours. and let me know in the comment section what you think about the pitch clock and its outlook for 2023 season and beyond going forward. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Give a sub to NYG Jeffy T85. More news updates and chatter surrounding the New York Mets and Major League Baseball. And turn on the bell for notifications of the next video or short dropping on the channel surrounding the New York Mets. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you all enjoy your Sunday. Take it easy and let's go, New York Mets. All you got to do is you got to believe in those boys from Queens.